I want to tell you, show, that I almost got shot by the police and I wasn't even pulled over.
What?
You know what I'm saying? It was crazy out here, son. I'm on the bus getting home, right? And I'm standing, you know, the 12 express buses, you know, one of those double length buses, so it has the accordion in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm standing in the middle because, you know, everybody's on the fucking bus. And, you know, I have my headphones in and I have the noise cancellation on it, so I can't hear nothing but my music. And out the corner of my eye, I see people standing up. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh, there's a fight on the bus. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a fight on the bus. Like, what happened? And people are looking outside, so I see this lime green car, like, making a U-turn, but he's like he hit the dude next to us. This is like jam-packed traffic, you know what I'm saying? You know how Fordham is. And I'm like, yo, this idiot dead ass trying to make a U-turn right now, and he backs up and rips the dude's bumper off. Like, and this is the dude he hit. I think was like an Acura or some shit. He ripped the dude's bumper off completely, and I was like, whoa, you know, he ain't gonna be in rush hour 3. You know what I'm saying? But the dude didn't stop backing up. He hit another car. Now we're at the point of Fordham. You know when you go past Best Buy to go to like Dykeman and shit like that? There's a fork in the road by the Planet Fitness, you know, right before the Gap factory and all that shit. Yeah. So we're at that fork. So he backs up and hits some dude that's going into that fork and pushes him onto the sidewalk. Now at this point, he turns and goes forward. Now he's pointing in the direction that we're going, the opposite, towards, you know, like Bay Plaza and shit like that, right? So he's going and he like literally runs over a car. Like, you see him, like, get completely on top of the car. Like, it was another sedan. He got on top of the car, and he backs up, and then you see, like, 5 cops running after him. And they all have their gun out. And at this point, everybody in the bus, except my ass, was on the ground. And, in my head, I'm like, yo.
Puerto Rican.
I'm looking at the door on the bus. I'm like, yo, this bus driver is not letting us off the bus. So I have nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying? And, I'm in the middle of the bus, and they're towards the front end of the bus. And they're quite a distance away. And I was like, if they're going to start shooting at this car, it's going to be, like, my knee level. You know what I'm saying? So, like, why am I going to get closer to the ground and put my whole body in the way of the bullet? So, it's like, it's better off. Like, you're going to have to shoot my knees or something. You know what I'm saying? My legs are thick, but they're not as thick as my neck. And I don't want you to shoot my neck. You know what I'm saying? Cerebral shit. I'm always thinking, yo. I'm always thinking, yo. Yeah.
Baby.
You know what I'm saying? We out here surviving. Everybody, yo, the babies on the bus was crying. The women on the bus. Yo, one woman, like, she ran behind me and grabbed my shirt and, like, was hiding behind me. And I turned around, she's like, yo, I'm sorry. I was like, nah, I get it. It's a scary situation. Like, there's literally guns and a fucking dude in a car, like, just wilding out right now. And she's hiding behind me.
Favorite shirt.
Yeah, and the car comes towards the bus. And in my head, I was like, yo, if he hits this bus, he's hitting the accordion part. Now, it's on the other end of the bus for me, you know, so, like, I'm on the far end of that bus. So if he hits, I'm like, yo, I got the accordion behind me, so I'm not hitting nothing hard. I just roll with it. You know, this is what's going on in my head. He doesn't hit the bus. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't hit the bus, but the cops are chasing him. So at this point, out of instinct, I put the lady behind me even further on some nine. Like, yo, you know, don't worry, because I can tell she's scared. So my dumb ass is like, yeah, I got you.
I got it.
Yeah, like, I'm going to take a bullet and shit. Yeah, like, I'm going to take a fucking bullet and shit. So I pull it behind me, and the car at this point hits another car, and the cops are telling, like, the traffic to back up because this guy's wilding. And he pushes a car on the sidewalk, right, the block away from Best Buy, and he runs over a vendor. Like he hits the dude that was in the vendor and shit. That dude was on the floor after he left, and he just drove down the side of the sidewalk, and he was out. I was like, yo, this motherfucker got away, son.
He escaped?
Yeah, there's a video on Instagram. It's on my story, so if you want to check out my story on Instagram, it's there. But and the link to my Instagram is in the description and shit like that. But
hey,
yo,
guys, go to his Instagram.
What's going on, La Flaca? Yo, that shit was crazy because I'm like, yo. In my head, I was like, yo, I think everybody and their mother from the Bronx or from New York are like, yo, if I'm in a car and a cop's trying to arrest me, I'm out. This dude was real about that shit. Like, he was serious. He was out. He's like, y'all gonna have to catch me dead. And I'm surprised because the woman next to me, after everything went down, because it was almost like we was at a traffic light. Because once that dude was out of sight, the bus just kept moving. He's like, fuck it, I gotta go. Like,
I'm working.
Yeah.
I get paid about an hour.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm pretty sure y'all niggas wanna go home. We out. I don't give a shit if he's up the block and there's a shootout. We going home. I was like, yo, beautiful. I ain't gotta walk from here. I'm chilling. I'm like, go ahead, do you, papa. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't got no bullets holes. We good.
Word. So, the other lady next to me, she's like, yo, how they pull out their guns and don't shoot? And I said, yo, the one motherfucker they don't shoot in New York just destroyed like 8 cars and ran over some dude. But yo, I bet you if he wrote a faulty check, his ass would have been grass. You feel me?
It would have been the opposite. He would have shot and missed.
Word.
Oh,
They'd have hit my ass.
It's always a question.
Yo, but the only thing I was thinking, there was a kid there. I'll say like he's 19, like either he's in his late teens or early 20s. You know, he was dressed up with a nice button down and all that, so he was probably on an interview or some shit. And I looked at him and I was like, it's the Bronx for you, bro. And I put my headphones back in and I kept it moving. I was like, yo, we real out here. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
keep your headphones off. After that. I gotta hear everything.
Nah, fuck that.
Hell no.
I was like, yo, y'all tell me what's going on. And halfway home, before I get to my stop, I'm thinking in my head, I was like, what do those cars that just got destroyed do now? I'm pretty sure the police is going after the homeboy. So it's not like he's, it's not like there's a cop in there taking like a fucking, writing down the incident report. Them motherfuckers are like, nah, I'm going after him. You know what I'm saying?
So like, you have to, bro. There's gonna be a cop doing 5 reports, bro.
Word, but damn.
I'm gonna get my car fixed through my insurance. Word. No fault.
Imagine that, yo. Geico's gonna just be fucking tagged mad times on that fucking video. Like, I was there. That was me. He hit. Yo, Flacco was like, shoot out the wheels or something. But the lady actually said that. She's like, why won't you shoot the wheels? But then I remembered, like, yo, I don't know if you remember a couple years ago. I'm talking about maybe 5-6 years ago. They had that incident by the Empire State Building where the dog, like, some dude was dying. I don't think it was by the Empire State, but it was in Manhattan. The dog, the owner of this dog was like having a heart attack, and the dog was protecting the owner and wouldn't let the cops go by him. And the cop tried to shoot the dog, and it ricocheted off the floor and hit one of the bystanders. He missed the dog completely. Yeah, my man was like, he was like, shoot the dog. Mira, coño, the fucking, don't shoot the dog. Don't shoot the dog, please. Please. Word.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, my man. And then by the Empire State Building, there was a shootout, and like 7 cops hit nothing but bystanders. It was like if you had a gun, you were protected. They're like, nah, he's real. Doof, let's shoot that bitch. Boof, that motherfucker over there. It's like, yo, what the?
We shoot everybody that's looking.
For real.
We surrender. Nah, y'all real. Y'all killed everybody.
Yeah, bro, that shit was crazy, son. So I'm like, all right, you know what? Happy they didn't shoot my ass. That's all. Like, they ain't shoot nobody on the bus, and I got home on time to do this movie review, so I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying?
The show.
That's it.
I'm glad that you are okay in here to do your show.
Word.
Flocks.
Yo, somebody just hit me up on Facebook Messenger talking about, is this a real story? Like, you follow me on Instagram? Fucking look at my Instagram shit. This is a real story. Do I just make up random fucking stories? I know I make up random shit, but I don't make up random elaborate stories. Like, why would I put a lime green fucking car? You know what I'm saying? Like, the motherfucker would have been a fucking a horse or something. You know?
Word.
Oh, shit, this shit was recorded this whole time?
What the hell are you recording over there? Uh-oh.
Alright, that's it. I'm no longer replying to people on the Book of Faces. Or anywhere. Be in there for real. Alright, so let's say he's on his way home, so that might be 9:30 or some shit. So if you want, we can give our take on the movie, and then we could go from there.
I'm down with that. I don't mind. I'm ready.
Alright.
I watched the movie and I came prepared. I actually watched it right before I came here.
Nice.
So I'm fresh. And it might have been the first time I actually watched it completely because I don't remember half of the stuff that I saw.
Yo, I tell you one thing though. I apologize for making you watch that movie because but go ahead. Let's hear you.
Why you apologize? I'm glad you did because now I'm ready for part 2.
No, for real.
It gets me ready for the next movie we're gonna review when it comes out.
That's true because that next week is gonna be part 2. So
yeah, there you go.
And that's gonna be on HBO Max. So you ain't gotta go nowhere to watch it.
All right, we ready.
Word. So we about to give you the most in-depth review anyone has ever said in the history of saying shit. Suicide Squad, love this movie. You saw it a couple of weeks. All right. Well, let's see how you like it after this. Go ahead, Joe.
I wanted to ask you, who's your favorite character
in that movie?
Right.
Deadshot. He was my favorite character in that movie. Deadshot and Harley Quinn, just because she's hot. But
Deadshot and the fire guy for me.
Okay. Diablo.
El Diablo, yeah. Oh man, when he gets pissed off, it's over.
I hear you. All right, I get it. I get you.
Deadshot. I don't know if it's Deadshot like the actual character. I don't know if it's because Will Smith killed it. Because Will Smith did a wonderful job.
He did.
As usual. But almost all of them did a wonderful job. The girl from How to Beat a Murder, I think it's called.
How to Get Away with Murder.
There you go. She of course. Come on, bro.
All right, so we
awards.
we definitely gonna have the difference of opinion. I get it. I like.
You didn't think about it?
What happened?
You said we was gonna have a different of opinions. You didn't think she did a good job?
Not really. Like I'll go more in depth with that, but I don't.
That's a great thing because I'm like I said, I'm fresh off of watching the movie. So both parts.
You know what it is? I had higher expectations of what the movie was supposed to be. I mentioned this yesterday, and I'll say it today. With Batman versus Superman, I thought the DC universe, the DC movie universe, was gonna overthrow Marvel because Batman and Superman are the two biggest superheroes you have in the comics industry, right? And that movie was like, it was horrible. I hated it. And then you had the Justice League, and I was like, strike two. What the fuck? And I'm sitting like, all right, Suicide Squad. Like, you have the Joker, you have Harley Quinn, you have these all bad guys. Like, how can this movie be bad? You feel me? Like I thought this was just gonna bring DC back. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't as bad as the other two, but this movie was not it. It was not it at all. This was like if Ant-Man had more popular names in it or some shit. Not saying Ant-Man was bad, but you know how Ant-Man's not the franchise movie that you rest your fucking Marvel universe on. You feel me? So that's where it goes for me. But then,
you know what I think it is? I think it's the first movie, so it's like an introduction movie where they're gonna have action, but it's gonna be a lot more talking because they have to explain who this is Harley, married or in love with Joker and that.
All right. Well, it's not mostly the explaining. Like, if you take the critiques that I'm telling you out of the situation, it's a pretty good movie for a comic book. You know what I'm saying? So, well, so it's like, it's an alright movie, but I'll give you my critique. So, Will Smith he's Will Smith. Like, you can't put him in a bad role at this point. Like, he owned Deadshot. You feel me? And Harley Quinn was Harley Quinn. Like, you watch those characters, well, at least Harley Quinn, you watch that story and you see Harley Quinn. And then, like, everyone else, like, everybody did a good job acting, but the lines were stupid. The backstory for some of them was stupid. Like Diablo, I wish they would have went deeper into his story, because that's emotional. That's like an emotional hook that you can catch people on, so to relate to him better. It's almost like they put his shit on fast forward. And the Joker, when I saw it, I was like, yo, this is the Black Mask. This isn't the Joker. And when you hear that they cut out a lot of his parts, it's like, all right, I get it. You didn't see much of him, but when you did see him, it's like, what the fuck is this? Like, this doesn't seem like a Joker where everything's funny to him. This seems like a fucking, like a rapist. Where, you know what I'm saying? Like if he saw a slug on the ground, he'll rape the slug type shit. It was, it was creep. It was like, all right, this is not Joker. And the dynamic between him and Harley Quinn fell, flat for me. Like, I could see Harley Quinn's love for him, but that dynamic wasn't what I'm used to either. It's a lot.
She's not in love with him or something?
No, she is, but she's always biting for his attention. She's always trying to, like, look this, you know what I'm saying? And he's just ignores her. Like, he's more of an emotional, he's an emotional, but also like a physical abuser, but he'll sit there, like, no one touches Harley Quinn, but he doesn't give a shit. You feel me? Like, he cares, but he doesn't care. Like, if he's on the move and she's on his lap, he'll throw her on the fucking ground. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll be abusive towards her. That whole shit with Common, that scene with Common, I'm sitting like, what? The Joker don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
He got like, yo, your girl's fine.
Yeah, like, I would have seen him do that and be like, oh, it was a joke, and Common not laugh, and like he sprayed Common in the face and made him go crazy, and that's how he killed Common. Because that's something the Joker would do, just to be like, yo, I'm funny, you're gonna laugh no matter what, and since you didn't laugh, I have to kill you now. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. So it's like that dynamic fell for me. Harley Quinn was dope. I don't know why I'm about to call her Leona Davis, but how to steal a murder, how to get away with murder. She is always a good actress, but I felt like she was overacting. It's like she was trying to be a gangster for some reason instead of for just like a serious woman, and that whole character was just like a waste of time. I have this bitch's heart, and when she stabbed the heart, nothing happened to her. It's like, okay, so you don't control her. Yeah, like what the fuck are you doing? Like, that's like, I got her number, but every time you call, she goes to a Chinese fucking restaurant. It's like, she gave me the number, but it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tyrone picks up the phone talking about what you want. Like, is Monique there? Nah, nigga, I ain't never heard of no Monique. Shit, my bad. The heart don't mean nothing. It didn't mean shit in here.
I did agree with that part, that the heart didn't mean shit. That even though she was poking it, the damn witch was still, brother, I need your help. And it should have been exactly what she said. I have your heart. I own you. You got to do whatever, like a genie.
Yeah.
The genie doesn't just come out and do whatever it wants. Like, nah, I don't want to. I'll give you 3 wishes.
And she's supposed to be an enchantress, and she didn't enchant nobody. Like, if she would have, like, took over Captain Saverhole, if she would have took over his, like, mind, and he would have stole her brother and released them into the world, and then, like, the brother would have took the heart, because he has almost the same powers, apparently. he would have took the heart and she would have ruled that way. All right, I get it. You feel me? Because she already acknowledged the fact that she has the Enchantress heart, so she's in control of the Enchantress, and the Enchantress has Captain Saberho's heart, so she controls him too. You feel me? And there was no one under control here.
Oh.
And I also hated the fact that my man goes up to an assassin who literally kills people for money, who kills multiple people for money, who tried to kill the Batman and was obsessed with killing the Batman because the Batman is the only person who ever made him miss. You're telling him that when the shots start firing, he's going to cut and run. What?
I thought in the cut that they showed in the movie, he actually hit Batman in the head.
No, the Batman dodged it. The Batman dodged it when his kid was around and shit. But why would you say that to him? I can see Captain Boomerang, but to the assassin?
Word, this is what I do for a living.
Do you feel me? Like, I get paid to kill people. You get paid to babysit. Fuck am I running from? So that's where I'm getting a little like, what the fuck? Yeah, show.
I'm gonna disagree with you on one part. The Diablo part. Like, I felt it was perfect because it was such a crazy story that you really didn't want to know too much about it. Like, the little bit that they let you know, you're like, oh, for real? But it wasn't really like, wow, like, I can't hear this. I think if it would have been like you said, a little more like longer, I think it would have been a little too much. Like, he burned his family down.
I hear you, but imagine this show. Oh, not imagine this, but whatever I'm supposed to say that something makes sense, put it in this section of what the fuck I'm saying, and I'm gonna move forward. So let's do this. Deadshot in the beginning of the movie gets a origin. He gets an example, like, they explain who he is by doing the assassination, right? Then they show how he got arrested by fighting Batman, and also he proves how good he is in the firing range, right? Harley Quinn gets the explanation with the Joker. So she already shows how she turned from the therapist into the psychotic with the Joker. The dynamic between her and the Joker, they explain that. They explain how she's in jail because, when they crashed the car and, Batman caught her. They also explain in jail how dangerous she is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, they explain how dangerous she is, how seductive she is, and everything in between. But Killer Croc swims in a sewer. He's a crocodile. No explanation there. Fucking Diablo. He burned down his family and people in the yard. No explanation there. Imagine if the movie started with Diablo in his apartment, and for whatever reason that shit comes in flames, and you see the emotion of him killing his family, and he's like, yo, never again. And then that arc that he needs to be Diablo to save himself and everybody around him would have been stronger. You know what I'm saying? To see Croc be, him turning to Croc, or just him getting caught by Batman or something. It would have just, it would have hit. We didn't need, that's Katana. She captures the souls of the people she kills in her blade. I wouldn't want to piss her off. Like, what?
Like Killshot would have hit her right in the head.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. It's her story. I get you. But
that story was dope at the end when she spoke to the knife and it had like little smoke coming out of it.
Oh yeah, it was dope. But I get it. But it's like, it feels like you just threw the shit together, and it goes with Batman vs Superman and Justice League because it just felt like you threw all three of those movies together. But this movie should have been something. Like, I'm hearing good reviews from the second one, and I'm hoping the second one's better. And the second one's supposed to have different characters. Like, I think Harley Quinn's in that one also, but they're having majority of different characters and all that. But this one it was like, come on, bro. Like, there's historical documents about the Suicide Squad. Why does everything have to be some crazy shit? Like, they went in to go save. Fuck, yo, they just got home. So when he gets on, I'm gonna find out what her actual character's name is. Because I know everybody's like, yo, how the fuck are you gonna review a movie and you don't know a name? I don't know anybody's name. You know what I'm saying? When I speak to Show, when I talk about Show and I use his real name, I have to think about his real fucking name. You feel me? So, so kiss my ass.
So now, on, that's what I call him.
Where, yo, Show, what's that? Kiss my ass. I don't care. So fuck you. So what? Say it again.
I don't give a damn. Kiss my ass. So what?
There you. I don't give a damn. Kiss my ass. So what? Her name is irrelevant until they gets on. Amanda Waller. There you go, Cap. Appreciate you. Amanda Waller. So they have to trick these people into saving her. And not only do they have to trick these people into saving her, she kills everybody that's in the room with her that got them to there. So I get it. She's supposed to be this guy, this person you want to hate. But it really didn't matter to me. It's like, oh, all right. You're a fucking liar. Everybody lies in this fucking movie. No one knows what's happening. This dude knows what's happening. He's lying to his crew, and this dude she's lying, and no one knows that they're picking her up, and she's supposed to be this fucking guy who makes the shit. What up, Alejandro?
Alejandro in the building.
Man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on. This could have been written so much better. It could have been written so much better. And the fucking moon. Don't get me started with this shit. Like, Enchantress is a fucking belly dancer now. Like, for that, it would have been dope if you got a Hawaiian to play her. Because then she was like, ding, 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 while she's building. Oh, that's another plot hole. She's building a machine to kill humanity when she's a god. Why don't you just fucking kill humanity?
Don't forget her brother.
Nah, it's all good, Cap. You know what I'm saying? Like, her and her brother are strong enough to kill humanity, but they got to build a machine because we worship machine. What? I repeat. What? Like, are you kidding me? Like, the only part of the movie that was dope was when Batman was like, yo, end this shit before I get a team together and end them. But since you heard my rants about it and all that, I want to hear your rebuttals or what you thought of the movie.
That's crazy. Because I was going to tell you, again, you're coming from a veteran side, because I enjoyed it. I understand what you mean by the story. There was some parts of the story where I got either lost or disinterest. But for the most part, I couldn't take my eyes off. I mean, Harley did a wonderful job. You didn't mention her, but you said, I mean, you didn't say nothing bad about her.
No, yeah.
course, Will Smith is Will Smith. You say you didn't like this Joker. I understood that this is another version of the Joker that it was trying to make, like a Harley Quinn type of Joker type, like the actual Harley Quinn boyfriend instead of the crazy. Like I don't think the crazy Joker from the what's the name of that actor that just did Joker
Heath
in
Ledger?
the stairs in the Bronx.
No, that's Joaquin Phoenix.
That one too. I don't think either of those would have been able to fit in this movie. Like this, I felt like this Joker was perfect for this movie.
Okay, so I'm gonna cut you off right there, just to rebut that a little bit. To me, this Joker felt more like the Black Mask. You know who the Black Mask is? What up, Lay?
Sure.
We got into our feelings about the movie, but
Oh, brother.
I'm just trying to explain to show who the Black Mask is.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, let me set you up here.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So the Black Mask is like a gangster. It's like a gangster that's trying to run Gotham and stuff like that. He's not a funny dude, but he's just more like a mob boss type shit, right? And in this movie, this Joker reminded me more of him than an actual Joker. Like if the Black Mask took funny laughing juice, then that's what this Joker was, and that's not my Joker that I know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where I get with the Joker. Like you say, it's a completely different Joker for this movie and all that, but that dynamic between the Joker and Harley Quinn is totally off from what I understand. Like they said that she's more crazy than he is, which I can tell you she is not. She's more like logical thinking than he is. Like he'll jump off the roof, he'll jump into the ocean with that car and not have a problem with it, and she'll be like, Mr. J, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But you know what? It's fine because at least she was some remnants of Harley Quinn. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Show. Keep saying what you were saying.
I understand what you're saying about it. Who else was there? The lady, you said she was overacting. I felt like she did a great job. And it's crazy because you said she was too mafia, like gangster. And that's exactly what I felt like she was aiming for. To be a gangster that's a normal person that doesn't have no powers, that's holding her own with all these unnatural people that could whip her ass in a second. Like when they try to test her, like, yo, we about to bounce. Like, I mean, you could try, but I'll just blow your ass up. Go ahead. I dare you. And I think there was a part where the Asian lady was about to whip their ass, like, yo, I'm about to handle them. And the black lady's like, nah, I got it. I start doing whatever the fuck I want.
To them, I get it, but the way she's talking to the army dudes and all that other stuff is like, you're a very distinguished actress. Like, why would you do that? Like, you should be able to show range. So, like, when I'm talking to professional dudes and trying to get a contract to get criminals to protect us, I shouldn't be talking to them like I'm ready to kill you. Like, hey, just remember, Sergeant, who's your face? I'll blow you up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, if you know anything about Amanda Waller, you know that she plays no games.
Oh, yeah.
There's almost no one she's afraid of. She has absolutely no fear. She's very well informed and very well aware of who and what and how she can talk to anyone. Like she's one of the few people that talks to Batman like he ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? And Lex Luthor and anybody else that you put in front of her, because she knows the authority she has. She knows how intelligent she is. And most importantly, she knows what she has at her disposal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what she can use for what reason, like the Suicide Squad, the X Factor Force, or whatever you want to call them. She knows, at the end of the day, these guys have the bombs in their neck, and if they don't obey, game over, man.
Yeah.
You're done.
Kaplooey.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a more of a thing of, I know who I am, so I know who I can talk to the way I want to, which is pretty much everybody.
I hear you.
You know what I mean?
But did you like her, the way she portrayed that character in this movie?
I felt there were, like, whenever she was dealing with other officials where other officials, like, that's supposed to be on her level or her lower, I like that, because she was pretty much telling me, listen, it's a means to an end. You guys are not understanding it. At no point do I want these villains to be our option, but we do have them. They are a resource. Why not use them? I mean, there's a guy in Gotham running around doing this shit. Why can't I use this as my resource? You know what I mean? Which makes sense. You know what I mean? Those superheroes can't take care of everything. You know what I mean? They can't do everything.
No, yeah.
But when she was talking, like, to anybody in the squad, I was like, yeah, that was a bit much. Even Rick Flag, who is her straight lace guy. You know what I mean? Like, he's literally just a soldier that's willing to do anything for his country.
Yeah.
And Rick Flag with the Enchantress, I didn't like that part. I was like, I don't like that at all. Like, what? Fuck that. I wasn't a fan of that.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that either. So,
I agree that part of the story was weird.
So to catch you up, Blake, Show said he liked the movie. I had problems with it, of course. And if you want to give your critique, how you felt about it.
Well, I felt there was a lot of it that could have gone so right, between the cast and everything. You had a bunch of talented people. And I felt Harley Quinn was on point. The guy that played Diablo, I felt he could have had a bigger role if he would have done it right. Captain Boomerang was as entertaining as you could be, you know what I'm saying, for what he was. The girl with the Soul Taker sword.
Katana?
Yeah, I was like, all right, I get it. You know what I mean? I think where they really lost me was Will Smith, because it wasn't Will Smith playing Deadshot. It was Will Smith as Deadshot.
Yeah.
Like, it was still Will Smith. It was like when The Rock plays somebody now at this point. It's like The Rock is playing that guy. Yeah, I have no way believing that he's immersed in his character. You know what I mean?
Nah, yeah, I get you.
Like, I'm not, at no point I'm like, oh, no, that's just Will Smith playing a lawyer, playing the character. And I was like, well, I mean, what can you do? You get Will Smith for his star power or whatever, to draw people in. The story I felt was ass. Whatever story that like with the boss and everything, like the final villain and the Enchantress, I was like, I felt all of that shit was ass. You could have, there's so many great Suicide Squad stories that you can have with that crew that they had, or even in changing different people, they could have been much better. I felt like they picked one of the laziest stories that you could probably done with. You know what I mean? Like, it was not overly simple, but it was too simple.
It was too easy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was like straightforward. It was barely any complications, barely any beef with anybody on the squad. They had beef, they squashed it like within 5 minutes.
Yeah, they came together very fast.
Absolutely, yeah. These are a bunch of people that do not like each other because they don't like anybody.
Yeah,
how they get along with everybody all of a sudden?
No, for real. Cap in the chat, he bring up a good point. He's like, Captain Boomerang, who's supposed to be a bad guy, leaves. Because everybody goes, yo, you can leave if you want. He leaves. And then right when they start walking the fight, he comes back to help. Yeah. It's like, that's not a bad guy.
Come back drinking Guinness.
Yeah, it's like, that's not what a bad guy's supposed to do.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I guess...
It's weird, man. It's a weird thing, man. Yeah.
Question for you. Go ahead.
There was a whole thing about that movie. They have another cut of that movie, right? Like, kind of like the Snyder cut that they say is better. And at this point, release it, man. What can you lose? You can only gain money through HBO Max at this point.
Yeah.
How much can it be worse than that movie? I highly doubt it.
No, for real. As long as it's not fucking 4 hours.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because I'm not sitting.
Suicide Squad has to be under 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm not sitting in another fucking 4 hour Justice League shit. But yo, quick question to you, Lay. You brought up Diablo, and I was telling Joe that I felt like they should have explained him a little bit more. They went through his character arc like really fast. Like, oh, he killed his family, so we need him. Like I was explaining the show, like if they would have started the movie with him in the house, and for whatever reason he blew the shit up and killed his family, and you see that emotion coming, they would have hooked people. You would have been able to like, yo, this is, you would have attached yourself to him in certain ways. Like if they would have gave more than 20 seconds to Killer Croc to explain him and why he's there and why he's in a sewer, like
I know, I get it.
They gave a hell of a lot of time for Amanda Waller to be gangster.
Yeah, it's funny because it's really one of those aspects where, like we said it before, they're trying to catch up so bad because Marvel comes out with Guardians of the Galaxy, right? That's essentially their Suicide Squad, right? Like whatever. Then a little bit later, they come out the Suicide Squad, and you're like, wait, these guys are bad guys that are being good guys, but they're still bad guys. Like, you know what I mean? That's we said yesterday. DC's problem has always been trying to catch up instead of going at their own pace.
Yeah.
Do your own thing. Don't worry about catching up. If you make a quality movie, people will go see that one, and they still go see the Marvel movies. At the end of the day, for that month, I'm gonna be broke, but I saw 2 good movies at least.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? No problem. I'm with that. I got as long as the movie's good, I got no problem spending my hard-earned money on that. No problem.
And they do it with their cartoon movies.
Yes. All you need to take whatever you do there, those animated movies, and just put them on screen. So that's all you need to do.
Yeah, me and my brother just saw World War II with the DC universe.
Oh yeah, the one when they go back, with the Flash goes back.
That was a dope movie.
Yeah. That's a time period movie that you could. It would have been like doing Wonder Woman, like that.
Yeah.
Essentially, the Wonder Woman with the Flash. Yeah,
that would have been dope. Yo, so Lay, real quick, off subject, but my man Show over here, they don't, he said he feels like he doesn't know shit about comics and he doesn't want to mess up the comic book podcast. And I just want to let you put him at ease to let him know that he could come up and be in the podcast with us, and ask questions and shit like that. Because I'm pretty sure he knows something about something.
Absolutely. I mean, when you're learning, there's really no bad question. That's the point. Your point is you're learning from people that know the source material, know the stuff. The same thing is like the wrestling podcast. You know what I'm saying? You can say something and be like, we may joke about it for a second, the name may be wrong, but we'll tell you exactly what you need to know, and it'll be fun doing it. You know what I mean? It is like I said, when you're learning, there's never a bad question. The bad question is the question you don't ask.
Right.
That's the bad question. Like if you're not sure about something and we're saying something, you go, oh, can you break that down to me? Between John, Cap, myself, and even Vince, we'll be like, yeah, I can break it down. Like Vince asked us about the Nova Corps, and we explained it to Vince. It's like pretty much a Green Lantern Corps, just with Marvel. You know what I mean? It's like their version. You know what I mean? So you come in, you like you do for the wrestling podcast. You have questions about certain heroes or whatever, where you can just start shooting them off rapidly or whatever, and either one of us will be able to answer it.
There you
go. No problem.
That's probably what I started doing. I started watching the shows. Like you told me to watch Loki. And I started with questions.
Yeah, like whenever you see something you don't understand and you feel lost, just jot it down and be like, yo, no problem breaking it down to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And if you find a way to ask a stupid question, we're coming to your house and kicking your ass. I mean, we're answering. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But no, man, like I said, ask, you know what I'm saying? You enjoy yourself, and then, like, there's questions that are going to be just general to anybody. Like, if I ask, like, at one point I asked what's everybody's, like, one of my questions was top 5 favorite hero costumes or uniforms. And everybody always has one of those. Like, I like Superman's, I like Spider-Man's, I like Robin's. For whatever reason, you like
Birdman.
You like stockings and punching necks? Hey, man, that's on you. Whatever. You like. You thought the shit was cool one day. You're like, yo, if I could rock that, I would. Whatever, You know what I'm saying? Like, John made it clear to us that he loves dusters. Like, long trench coats. Hey, man, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think he was
rather like a tactical suit, like, with a bulletproof vest. Hey, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So, it's like some questions are going to be really general. You can be like, oh, who's your favorite villain and why? Then, boom, you can say for whatever reason. Then whatever you don't know or you feel kind of lost, you just ask.
There you go. Show.
I'll be ready for next week.
Because if you do it again, I'm going to fucking stab you, Show. I'm going to stab you right in your fucking Amanda Wallace. And I'm going to let you think about what the fuck I meant.
That could go so many ways.
This is true, because I don't even know what the fuck I meant by that. But you figure it out.
What everybody assumes when you say Amanda Waller is somebody with massive balls like Batman.
There you go.
Absolutely no superpowers. She just has the brass to tell anybody what she wants. It's funny, for a woman that doesn't have the brass, from what I know, unless they made her a dude all of a sudden, she's transgender all of a sudden. But for the most part, she has massive ovaries.
Word. Yeah. That's why they draw it so big.
Somebody somewhere was offended, but I was like, hey, it's true.
Hey.
The equivalent to the balls and ovaries.
There you go. Now we get an anatomy lesson up in here.
Throwing it out there.
So, Show, seeing that you like this movie, what would you like to see in the next one?
I think the next one would probably be even better, and I would like to see more action. It's probably gonna get straight to action because there's nothing else to explain. They already explained it in part one. So it should be straight action. I want to see new enemies for them to fight. Even though they're the bad guys, so who are the enemies? The good guys? What? Superman and them?
No, worse guys.
Yeah. It's pretty much it's pretty much what it is.
Yeah. The comics, they sometimes do go after heroes. Like when the government feels they've gone rogue or they need to stop them, they do that. But most part is like they're going after dirtbags. You're just sending bigger dirtbags to do it. Better dirtbags, should I say.
Don't they also do the government's like dirty work? Don't they send them in to get information from other countries and all other shit?
Yeah, they set witnesses free, that they need this information. They've saved scientists and shit like that. Like I said, superheroes can't do all the things all the time, so you do need a black ops team. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much what they are. And
the best part about the Suicide Squad is they're all expendable.
Yeah.
Every single one of them are expendable.
There's so many of them, they're so interchangeable. Like, you have a mission that specifically needs one thing, there's a villain that's specifically good at that thing. You know what I mean? So you can do that.
Damn, bro. That witch could have been so great if they could have controlled them. All that shit they was trying to do.
If you see the trailer for the next one, you're like, you can see it like, you can see, they, you know what I mean? They got specific people with specific reasons,
Yeah.
I gotta watch it. I didn't.
It's Friday. It comes out
tomorrow on HBO Max.
Tomorrow?
I believe. It drops on HBO Max.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, it comes out in theaters and HBO Max.
Oh, okay, tomorrow. Okay. I thought it was Friday, but that's good to know.
No, I'm sorry, yeah. Is this tomorrow? No, I'm thinking as soon as it turns to Friday, like 12.
Okay.
For people like us that don't sleep that often, that shit is literally the same day.
Tomorrow.
No, yeah. No, I feel
Thursday, it's Friday. It's the same
Thursday,
shit.
Yeah. Having a drink. Well, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Somebody at work told me they worked Monday, Tuesday, yesterday, and today. I was like, damn, you work so hard, you worked an extra day this week. You
work 8 days a week.
You word. I was like, because today's Wednesday, honey. And she's like, what? I was like, yeah, surprise. Surprise
back to the world.
Word.
Welcome back to the world,
motherfucker.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, though. I had to think before I said that, because I was like, is today Wednesday? Like, I only been at work 2 days. This is the third day. Yep, Wednesday. That's how math works.
It's funny. I remember going back to work, and I would literally forget the days because I would just do my walk or whatever, workout or whatever, at home. And I'm like, the moment, it was like, it had to be that Thursday that I was thinking it was Friday. I go, yo, I see y'all Monday. They're like, hey, wow, you completely missed a day. I was like, what you talking about? It's Thursday. It's Thursday? My bad. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I didn't even try to explain myself. I said, my bad, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
That's it.
It was like, if you honestly tell me that you come back to work after that length of a layoff, or even like if it's a certain amount of time and you're like, yo, you tell me you know exactly when the days are, you're a fucking liar, son.
Yeah.
It's both. Because at no point were you working. You were just trying your best not to get sick.
Yep.
And stay away from people. You know? All of a sudden, you're back into the saddle of things. And you're like, yo, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know which way is up or down or left or right. And for me to get the right work week, even with all this technology that I have on me, my wrist, my phone, I'm still like, I'll see you guys Monday. You're not coming in tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. You work tomorrow. I was like, shit. All right, good call. Fuck out of here. There's no reason to explain that. It's like, what am I going to tell them? I literally lost track of the days of the week.
No, I hear you. See, I'd have been
every day could have been a Friday for you.
For real. See, I'd have been a dickhead and be like, fuck it. Everybody get off Friday. I'm the boss now. You got off Friday. You got off Friday. You got off Friday. And been the only one to show.
You come until Tuesday.
That's it.
Don't come until Tuesday. No, just generally because I don't like your face.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be real with you.
And then you get that one that's like, no, you come in tomorrow because you're a fucking cocksucker.
Yeah. You're doing the double. You might work Sunday too. I'm going to give you Saturday, but you're working Sunday.
Word.
We're not open Sunday. Oh, we're going to be open Sunday.
Yeah, you going to open.
I'll be here, and then I'll leave you here.
Word. Chained to the fucking steam. So, Cap.
One of my boys told me that. He's like, he literally said some shit off the cuff, and I guess the boss heard him while he was walking by. He was talking about him, and he gave him like 3 doubles like throughout the week. And almost gave him one for his son's birthday.
Oh, shit.
Like, I'm not gonna be he gave him Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I was like, that's some big shit, son.
Yeah,
overnight
that is.
too, by the way. Overnight.
Some overtime? I got you.
Yeah. Could buy your son all kinds of presents now, nigga.
Oh, yeah.
This is birthday.
But that motherfucker would have came back to a burnt down fucking building. Like, what happened? You worked me so damn hard I fell asleep. My boy
ain't built that. He ain't built that way.
Nah,
He's cotton candy. He's cotton candy. He's nice. You're like, and then my thing is he apologized. I go, you apologize to him after all that shit?
Nah, yeah, for real. Fuck that. I'd have been like,
I'd have shoved my side and have all up in his ass.
Yeah.
I'd have left that place together to the hospital on some. Sorry. Who can't come out right now?
Word.
You gotta relax your muscles, sir. Yeah, man. Hey, I'm along for the ride, bro. I'm gonna get my salt charge.
I'd have been like, your mom goes out with Squeak. Shit. So, yo, Cap has a question. What do you rate this movie compared to the other DC Universe movies?
All right.
Quick question. It's DCEU? Is that the
DCEU? Yes.
Okay.
DCEU.
All right. Cool. So,
yeah. See how uncool it sounds to the MCU?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway,
by the way.
What?
I'm sorry to interrupt. I was going to say, what are some of the other DC movies?
Oh, you got Aquaman, Shazam, Batman vs. Superman, Justice League, the Snyder Cut,
Wonder Woman.
Flash, he hasn't had one yet.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman 84, which is a piece of shit.
One. You see, y'all gotta put me on.
Damn, tell us how you really feel.
No, what you gotta do is HBO Max has most of them. Because HBO Max is Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers is like DC. They're like what Disney is to Marvel, Warner Brothers is to DC.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they are. You know what I mean? So whenever you find any one of those movies, you'll find them on a thing, HBO Max. No problem. You know? And then the TV shows are also there too. They're like the Titans season 2 is coming out in August. So like their shows are on there too, I believe.
Yeah, and
they haven't put the WB shows there yet. The CW shows there yet.
But they were
I just dated myself.
No, yeah.
I just dated myself like a motherfucker. Right
yeah,
there.
you did. The Animaniacs over there.
Myself.
You did. But they're on Netflix though. The CW,
Netflix, yeah.
And also the
CW shows on Netflix.
Yeah, and the CW app. Like if you go to the CWTV.com or some shit, it's free. You don't have to log in or nothing. You just watch it.
You just watch it. The problem is it does have commercials.
And not every episode.
Yeah. So if you're trying to go in a certain order, it's going to completely fuck you up.
Yeah, Netflix is your best.
I would tell you, just watch on Netflix.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
quick thing.
Like, yeah.
Green Arrow season 1 and 2 are the best Arrow seasons, and the Flash is the best show out of the bunch. But
honestly, I've said it before. The first season of Arrow was perfect because he was straight murdering people.
Yeah,
there was no conversations. He didn't think about helping anybody. He had a list, and he went through that list, son. And if he didn't murder you, you either went bankrupt or you went to jail for life.
You failed this city.
Mostly murder. Yeah. But I would say with those movies, Suicide Squad, I would say it's better than Wonder Woman 84. I don't know what the fuck they did there. Justice League, kind of like the Snyder Cut is better than both of them. Aquaman is better than them. Wonder Woman, clearly. Shazam, obviously, you know what I mean. Batman vs Superman, their fight is better than that movie.
It is. Yeah.
That's it. Oh, and the warehouse scene.
Yes.
Can't forget about that. That's awesome.
That's better than most movies.
Yes, absolutely. That warehouse scene by itself can just, if you would have made the movie just about that warehouse scene,
we would have went home happy. Yeah.
You might have won me over. But I have to say that's like Suicide Squad is not at the bottom of the pile, but it's really close to it. It's really like the only reason I would put it on top of Justice League is because I didn't give a shit about that movie. I wasn't like, I watched it because, it is what it is. But this is after people have told me, don't watch it. Then I was like, I got to give it a chance. I was like, I was wrong. I shouldn't have. I should have stuck with the Snyder Cut. But it's like, I give that and Justice League kind of like the same thing. And then Batman vs Superman on top of those two. And then you just shoot up from there from the rest of them.
I'm going to start with the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, I'm a fan, but you can only watch that movie for so many times.
Yeah, you got to have to plan your day around that one, so that's Absolutely. 4 hours.
Yeah. It's a 4 hours. So at the stream.
So based off of what you the movies you've seen, where would you rank this show?
That's crazy. It would be in the lower. It was entertaining, but it wasn't as entertaining as some of the other ones. Even though I'm gonna sound like show, which I'm always wrong because I know Iron Man and all those movies aren't part of that, right?
No, they're not.
But they are better movies.
That's what I'm comparing.
No mistake. They are better movies.
Yeah.
You're not wrong on that one, buddy. I'm with you, brother. You're right. They are better movies.
But
it's funny thing about this. I don't even like Iron Man like that, but I would still rather watch that shit than the Suicide Squad.
Definitely. But you'd be surprised how many people get confused with that.
The Thor movie, The Dark World.
Oh shit!
I can't stand that shit, but I'll still watch that first.
To me,
Ragnarok was dope, but the Dark World.
That's the one they got right. The one they got right. After two tries, they're like, "Yo, we got to do this, fellas. Captain America can be our only saving grace."
Word.
Shit. Only his movies are getting better.
Yep. No, but you'd be surprised how many people get confused with what movies are DC and what movies are Marvel.
Oh yeah, I've heard some shit. Yeah.
That's why I didn't want to show up yesterday because I would have been talking the one thing, and I would have came up because Iron Man is dope. Man, that's not the.
Ironically, we did speak about Iron Man and Batman, so you wouldn't have been wrong in any of that. It would have fit in somewhere because we went back and forth through a lot of subjects. That happens a lot too.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the wrestling thing. We'd be like, we'll start here, we'll wind up back here, and then all of a sudden we'll get to the actual questions.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Today we started with my story of almost getting shot by the police at the bus. Yeah. So and now we're talking about Harley Quinn.
There was a clip of it. There was a clip of it.
That's crazy. People ask like, "Yo, how come you didn't record?" It's like, bro, I was too busy trying not to get shot.
I was too busy saving this old lady behind me.
I wasn't behind people in a wide open area where I was in control of where I can go. I'm locked in a bus. Bullet comes flying in there, bing, 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 and it's in my fucking chest because I got a thick neck. It's hard to miss me. You know what I'm saying?
Reason we high.
Word. But show where I don't know. Can you answer where this ranks, or do you just want to?
I was gonna say compared to the other ones, it's in a lower tier, but I can't really think of another movie that I've seen that ranks under this. Maybe was the Ant-Man movies good?
Ant-Man's Marvel.
Ant-Man was Marvel.
No, I'm just giving an example. I'm trying to compare to
No, Ant-Man was like their Shazam. It was funny. It was funny. It was a funny movie. You know
for what they were good movies.
I can't really think of another movie that I've seen that actually ranks lower than this.
Okay.
Like I'll give you an example. Iron Man, the Thors, the Doctor Strange. None of these movies rank under this. None of the Avengers. That's how they should have made this movie, I think.
That's unfair. That's unfair. Because Marvel, they planned that shit out on some checkmate, DC. It's never your move. Ever.
They do a great job.
Every time DC comes out, Marvel goes, checkmate again. Yo, listen, just stop. Let's not do this.
Marvel set that up before.
Play the slow kid down at the end. Play the slow kid at the end. Build up to me.
Yeah, Marvel set that shit up before DC could even get the ball rolling.
Yep. And the crazy part is that DC pretty much came out first with Superman and Batman. And then Marvel just said, that's enough of this shit.
Yep. Fuck that.
Show you how to do it.
Absolutely correct.
Yeah. So, I'm going to name some movies for you. Maybe you recognize it and you'll get a better answer there. But, so my top two movies would be The Dark Knight and Wonder Woman, for the DC universe. And, like, I enjoyed the Dark Knight Rises, but I hated Bane. And so this movie would be over Batman versus Superman, over Justice League, but based off of the acting alone, I would put Wonder Woman 84 over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is bottom three, bottom four for me.
Peters.
Yeah, it's not like it's a bad movie, but like I was telling you, this had so much potential. And the only thing we got out of this was Harley Quinn. The fact that they made a part 2 surprised me, in all honesty. Because it's like, usually when something sucks that bad, you leave it alone. DC's like, no, we'll shove it down. DC is the WWE of movie making. You don't like John Cena? Shove it down your throat. And the reason why I mention this show is just so you don't know, if you don't know or not, John Cena's in part 2.
Shit. You know what's crazy?
And he's also getting his own show.
Oh,
from that character. But apparently, here's the thing: is like he's really funny in this one. Like, it's like when you go watch it, you go, okay, I see why he's getting his own show.
Oh, they made it.
Because even James Gunn was like, yo, let's just. James Gunn hit him up like, yo, let's make a show. Peacemaker. He was like, all right, cool.
So they made him take bumps. Is that why everybody was laughing?
Yo. Apparently he's like a complete idiot. You know what I mean? Like he's a moron.
Yeah. Well, from what
it's kind of like their version of Drax.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of like so it's like what's different from his regular character.
From what I've seen, because I seen the movie he was in, Playing with Fire, the one with John Leguizamo.
Yeah.
He was pretty similar to that in that movie, like a moron. But he did alright in that movie. I'm not gonna hate on him forever, but he did alright in that movie. I enjoyed that movie. And and what was it? Daddy's Home with Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, I think so. I know which one you're talking about. Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell.
Yeah. I don't know why I was gonna call it Who's Your Daddy Now, but yeah, he did alright in that movie also. But let's see. No judgment until I watch Suicide Squad 2, but yeah, I would rank this pretty low. Like above Batman and Superman and Justice League. I would even put it above the Justice League Snyder Cut, because the one thing they accomplished in the regular Justice League was nothing. And the one thing they accomplished in the Snyder Cut was proving that they cannot do Flash at all. Like they really fucked the Flash up in this in the Snyder cut. Like I don't know what they were trying to do. Like my man's not a hero, but he got the technology to make a suit that can run, like that can not burn up with his friction.
Well, he is a scientist. He's supposed to be a forensic scientist first and foremost.
No, this is true.
Barry Allen is supposed to be a forensic scientist, right? Like that's his thing, right?
Yeah.
And then like he makes a suit, and then Batman makes a better suit because it's Batman.
No, yeah, it is Batman.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's funny, guys. After we did it yesterday, right? And I was going to work, and I had my boy who's a massive Flash fan, man. He started doing track and field because of it.
Oh shit.
Small world, yeah. Even got the tattoo on his bicep, and I told him that is a shitty tattoo. Got it done for like $20. I was like, my man, you need to get that redone.
Yeah, for real.
You know, he still hasn't done it, but he's cheap. And I'm like, yo, do you like the way they did the Flash in the city? He goes, yo, I hate the way he runs.
Oh.
I hate the guy that's playing him. You know, the little.
Yeah.
You know, I don't. Why didn't it? Anybody else? You could have cast anyone else. And he was just like, I just hate it. And I was like, yo, I'm not a fan of it, but I don't care enough about that character in that movie for me to concentrate on him.
You know, speaking of the Flash in Suicide Squad, they mentioned. Now, all right, before I get into this, do you know about the Flash TV show? Do you watch that?
Yeah.
Okay, so in Crisis on Infinite Earth show, in that situation, that's when they figured out that there's more than one Earth, so there's more than different versions. There's a multiverse of superheroes and all that. So they had a crisis where all of them merged together, and in that TV show, they had the Flash from the movie meet up with the Flash from the TV show. And
that was dope.
A little fun fact: they never call the Flash in any of the movies. The first time the movie Flash hears his name is Flash is in that meeting with him meeting Barry Allen from the TV show. So in the Suicide Squad, Captain Boomerang makes mention, I was on my way home and I saw a red streak coming. Now I'm in jail. Like that's my Lucky Charms shit. Because I'm acting just as good as they are. You know what I'm saying? But he mentions him as the Streak. Now, in the beginning of The Flash, he was known as the Streak because no one knew who he was. So they just saw a red streak fly by, and that's how they defined him. So if you didn't know that, that's a little like fun fact for you.
That's a nice little
Yeah. So even in the Suicide Squad, he's not the Flash yet.
Yeah, like when he catches him, he's just. And the funny thing is, my great thing is that he has a Flash costume, right, like with the lightning bolt. And nobody goes. Nobody sees this. Nobody's catching this. Why is there a lightning bolt on his chest? Are we calling him lightning? Nobody's. Like when he goes by, it's like a flash.
Yeah.
Ah, that sounds dumb. Yeah, okay, whatever. Been working for years, but now it sounds stupid.
So, you saw this movie, so you've seen a little bit of it. How did you feel about the Flash running with the lightning coming from everywhere? Does that doesn't matter to you or anything?
Nah, not really. Not from a new fan point of view.
Okay, what about you, Lay?
Well, the fact that Barry Allen is the Speed Force in the comics, like he literally is it. Like everybody's like, yo, what's the Speed Force? And eventually you find out it's Barry Allen. But the funny thing is the faster Flash is Wally West. He's the fastest one. Yeah, Wally West, he's the clown. But I can understand that because he's pretty much creating the Flash Speed Force as he's doing it. You know what I mean? It's like every time he runs, he's making it stronger. And that's why more people come to it. It's like, yo, this is a shitload of speedsters in DC. Like his wife becomes a speedster at one point. His daughter, Wally West's daughter. All right? Show's uncle becomes a Flash. Everybody gets some love.
The word.
You know what I'm saying? But the point is, I understand it because then he does have an attack with the thing where he throws the lightning. You know what I mean? So you kind of understand, friction fast enough with the suit. I mean, do I think they need to overkill it like they always do? No. He can, at some points, he could just run. It can just be a red streak. It doesn't have to be lightning all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, yo, Batman doesn't always come out of the shadows. He doesn't just kicks you in the face.
Yeah. He knocks on the door. Hello, pizza delivery, pow, and a kisser.
You're catching a lead fist in your face. There we go. That's Batman.
Jeff, what's going on?
Jeff in the building.
All right, we'll answer that question real quick. Did you guys watch the Locks versus Dipset versus?
No,
I didn't have to. I heard so much about it, and I've seen so many clips. Why would I watch the whole thing?
Yeah, true. I heard that Jada Kiss is has a warrant. He has a warrant for his arrest because he murdered Dipset last night.
It was like was it a triple homicide? I believe.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, triple quadruple homicide. Yeah. Apparently he went and worked by himself. Not surprised at all. I mean, there's a reason people put Jada on their top 10 list all the time, like rappers. You know what I mean? Duke can float.
Right.
He just decided today's the day that everybody gets it. Well, mostly Dipset.
Word.
I never thought they had a chance, Dipset, to be honest with you.
I didn't really either.
I like the Locks, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like they had no chance. And then I was absolutely fucking correct. I didn't think it was going to be just Jadakiss, or that one-sided, but, you know.
A lot of people thought it was Dipset, though.
Yeah, because a lot of people actually are not paying attention. Really, when I saw the clip that I saw, I was like, well, this is unfair. I didn't even see the rest of this. We're done.
All right, so getting back to show's about to be on the phone. So, getting back to the movie, Lay, what's something that you would like to see? What did you like about the movie? And then we'll get into what would you want to see better.
I did like Harley Quinn.
Okay.
I like Diablo. Wasn't a fan of Killer Croc. I like Rick Flag, because he's pretty much kind of like a little comic book accurate, you know, because he's just a soldier. You know what I mean? I didn't like the fact that he had to deal with the Enchantress. That shit made no sense to me. You know, it should have been like there's an episode, right, of the Justice League Unlimited, right, where they make Task Force X. That's essentially the Suicide Squad, right?
Yeah.
So it's Captain Boomerang, it's Deadshot, right? It's Plastique, this woman that she has plastic explosives. That's what she does. The Clock King, like I mentioned before, right? He's the one that does all the timing and everything, and Rick Flag. So they go up to the Justice League Tower. The whole thing is to steal like this armor. It's like the Destroyer armor in Thor.
Okay.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is to steal that. So that way they can have it against the Justice League just in case Cadmus wants it. Cadmus is what Amanda Waller works for. That's one of the things she works for, Cadmus.
Okay.
Well, they send them, right? And ultimately they succeed. Because the Clock King knows when everybody is off and off duty, when the weakest person is on duty. You know what I mean? So it's pretty much timing. You could have done anything of that, and it wouldn't have nothing to do with the Justice League at all. At all. You could have done it with like a military base or something that's holding something like that they would need to fight a battle that they didn't think they would win. You could do something like that. It would have been real more creative. There was no love story whatsoever. There's like, yeah, this one time where Deadshot hits on Plastique and that she goes, no. That's it. You know? But it would have been simple. It would have been dope if you do it right. You know what I'm saying? With the right cast, it would have been dope. And you didn't even need Harley Quinn for that. But if you put her in there, it would make it more interesting because she's so batshit. Clock would be like, yo, you need to focus. Focus. We need to do this now before they come back. And she's just doing her own batshit shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel that's the best way they could have done it. In my eyes, it's like that. Because what they did is like somebody got really lazy towards the end of that script.
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
just stopped caring. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, for real. Show, you back with us?
I'm back.
All right. For you, what did you like about the movie, and do you have any questions in regarding the movie that maybe you don't know, and Lay can help clarify for you?
Like I told you, I like the cast. Because now that you guys pointed it out, I can't really think. Maybe some of the action scenes, most of them have to deal with Will Smith, and they say he didn't even like his part. So I'm conflicted now. I got to watch it again.
I mean, everybody has their own opinion. So if you liked it, you liked it. You know.
Oh, I did. I liked it. You know what it is? I'm not an expert yet, so you could entertain me with the simplest thing.
I hear you.
And just the thought of the Suicide Squad and everything they were trying to portray with every character, I felt like they hit it for me. Like, I was enjoying it.
All right, so I'm going to explain it to you this way, Sho. Because I know you're a big baseball guy. Imagine they do a movie based off of the New York Yankees back in the 90s with the three-peat. And you're watching it, and you see someone that's not really into baseball go, yo, I like that movie. And you're like, yeah, I get it, but that wasn't Derek Jeter. That wasn't Chuck Knobloch. That wasn't Paul O'Neill. Like, that wasn't who they were. That's not how they played the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, they did some crazy shit. Like, no one did this back in those days. Or, you know, Jeter was known for this, but why they did this? You know what I'm saying? That's where we're coming from. So,
like Jeter wasn't winning the home run derbies left to right. You're like, that's not Derek Jeter at all.
yeah.
True.
You know, like, A-Rod wasn't a part of the team back in the 90s. You know? Shit like that.
Exactly.
So that's where we're coming from, just knowing, you know, certain things about it and expecting them to, you know, honor the way the characters are. But since you're not privy to that information, the way they presented it to you, if you liked it that way, then that's fine. Maybe you could show us what we're missing based off of a movie aspect, you know?
Well, that's what I try to point out with that. You said you didn't like the Joker. Like, you imagine the other Joker, the regular one, the one with the long hair, the one that's not, because you...
So Joaquin Phoenix? Or you're talking about the, like, comic book Joker? Okay.
Well, I think Joaquin and
Heath Ledger
were portraying the same type of Joker.
Not necessarily, because Heath Ledger had his own character, but the Dark Knight version of the Joker is like a serial rapist type. You know what I'm saying? Like, where
no, he's a psychotic.
Yeah,
he's he doesn't have a, like, he's not like, how do I say it?
He's a different type of
guy that he was on the verge of losing his shit. You know what I'm saying? This dude, that boat has been sailed. He's embracing who the fuck he is.
Yeah.
He loves this guy. You know what I mean? Joaquin is like still going through it. Ledger's like, I've been doing this shit for way too long to care about sanity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But like, so their backstory is a little different. It's like they're different motivations for their craziness. But I can understand how you thought they were similar.
Yeah.
I mean, no, they do have a lot of similar traits. Make no mistake about it.
Oh, yeah, they do.
You know what I'm saying?
So which one would you have wanted in this movie? The Heath Ledger edition?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? I guess for whatever they were going for was a gangster version, I guess. So for that, you get the Jack Nicholson one. If you're going for a gangster, because that's what was in Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When he met up with Common's character, Tattoo, yeah, it was basically a gangster.
But I would have preferred, and Show, since you haven't seen it, suggest you go watch it. It's an extra credit scene. The Joker from the Snyder cut of the Justice League.
Oh, yeah, that one, yeah. When he got rid of all this stupid shit.
Yeah. But go ahead, Show. Continue talking about what you were saying. You were talking about the difference between this Joker and the Heath Ledger and Joaquin Phoenix one.
No, I wanted to find out which one you prefer, because, like I said, coming from somebody that doesn't know much, I understood that this is not the regular Joker. Like, this doesn't look like, because I saw the Dark Knight. That's another Joker. But the why so serious Joker. He was just serious but deadly. And if he would laugh, but if he's laughing, it's because you're about to die.
Pretty accurate. Pretty accurate, yeah.
That Joker was, he did pretty good in that movie.
He did.
That was the first Batman I ever watched, The Dark Knight Returns.
That was a good one to watch because that's one of the best ones that they made.
And you walk into that's a real good movie. You walk into the introduce the Batman like that. Make a lot of you.
That's true. I want to see. I'm glad you guys are here. Y'all gonna tell me what to watch, what not to watch. So perfect.
I'll tell you this much. I will tell you not to watch Batman and Robin with director Joe Schumacher. May God rest his soul, but don't watch that. You know.
That's the one with Arnold?
Yeah, and I love Arnold, but don't watch that.
Yeah,
and Bane.
Oh yeah, the real Bane, even though that Bane was fake, also.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Batman Forever. I'm not gonna lie to you. You get some good laughs out of it, but you have to. That's an acquired taste, man. It's an acquired taste.
You might like it though, Show, because he likes that style of entertainment.
Okay, so yeah, you might want to give it a shot.
Yeah, you might.
I'll tell you the ones with Michael Keaton. Definitely watch those for sure. Don't hesitate. Watch them. The original one in Batman Returns. Definitely watch those two.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For sure. 100%.
And also, if you really want to learn about Batman, the animated series on HBO, they give it a lot of insight, because a lot of my questions from the Batman and Harley Quinn topic that we had yesterday was based off of that. So, and they're short episodes, but that's a lot of information that you get to learn the bad guys, his relationship to them. Like, the only one that's a little iffy is the Riddler, because I heard there's a different backstory for him, but they do what they do. But
it's quality stuff though. It's like, you're gonna watch it and go, this ain't for kids. Not all the episodes.
For real.
But they're not.
Oh, cartoon.
So, what would you have liked to see in this Suicide Squad? Or
better storyline. That's it. If they would have did what they did with the Avengers to this movie, like the Avengers, you could see the money that's in the animation. Over here, it was just a damn black hole that a witch made, and they threw a damn grenade in that fucking kill switch shot. It didn't look the same. Like it would have been so much more. What's his name? Fucking the guy that snaps his finger. Fucking changed the whole world. Changed the whole world once, and it looked amazing. This shit. It just needed more.
You know what's funny? The way you described it is actually the ending to Avengers 1. Tony took a bomb into a hole in space and threw the bomb out at the aliens.
They just did it a lot better on a grander scale.
Yeah.
Grand.
For real, yeah. That's true. I agree with you, Shaw. I do wish that the story had a little bit more nuance to it. The characters, like I mentioned before, the arc would have been better. And they bring up a good point. These are bad guys that don't like anyone. Have them, show conflict towards each other. Like, or even better, like, I understand that you have to show respect to Harley Quinn because she's the Joker's girl. But do you really give a shit about the Joker? He's not here. You know what I'm saying? I know dudes that are softer than the fucking baby's butt that will still walk up to a dude's girl that they're afraid of and try to holler. You telling me that Boomerang couldn't have went out to Harley Quinn like, yo, what's good? You know what I'm saying? Because, bad guys are supposed to be the ones that, get all the girls. Why not try to get Harley? The security guard did. Yeah, not security guard, but the guard in Arkham, yeah, he did it. The only one I can see not doing is Deadshot because he's about his money. He's here. This is business for him. But everyone else, I can see.
No, he did show some emotion when he didn't shoot her. He almost gave him his freedom.
No, I hear you. But that could have been the turn for them starting to respect each other. Like, oh, yo, we're in the shit together. We need to work together. Or, you prove to me that you're about this life, so, we got to work together. Because you can earn respect through combat. But you haven't earned that respect from other people. Like, there's always got to be someone that challenges Deadshot, and it can't be Clint Barton or whatever the fuck. What'd you call him? Captain Freedom?
Rick Flag?
There you go, Rick Flag. It can't be him challenging Deadshot. Because, like I said before, Lay, when before you got on here, I hated the fact he went up to Deadshot and was like, when the shooting starts, you're going to cut and run. Really? The assassin that gets paid millions of dollars to kill people in front of the police is going to run when the shooting starts? Nah, homeboy, he kills people and then runs. He does the shooting. If you would have said that to Captain Boomerang or Mr. Hook Climber, the Native American climber with hooks. Slipknot. There you go. If you would have said that to them, I get it. Prove yourself. I get it. But nope. Like, the coolest shit they did that showed they were villains was Boomerang punched the shit out of one of the guards when he got out of the bag, and Slipknot punched the shit out of the female guard when he got out of the van. Yeah. And then it was, remember, we got a woman here, so put on those short shorts, honey. Yeah, I gotta throw that in there because I heard that she didn't like that. You know, I don't think she liked that uniform or that the stuff she was wearing for that movie. But
it's funny because you can't really go with the original Harley Quinn outfit because that shit is just that's a part of the comedy that's ridiculous.
That was the best part of the movie when she was changing everybody.
No. I'm not saying it wasn't. But I'm saying she didn't. I think she didn't like that outfit, or the something to that effect.
How off were they from what they were supposed to be? Like, isn't that how she's supposed to look?
Nah. Her. Well, in the cartoon where she originally debuted, she's wearing a full body clown suit with face paint, and when she took that off, she was a normal blonde hair, blue eyed girl. Like, she still acted crazy, but that's how she looked. And that's how she got into places. Because she was what the Joker used to infiltrate and plant, devices and all, or steal things. When you look like Harley Quinn, when you take all the makeup off, it's hard to, infiltrate shit.
Yeah. She's a looker.
No, yeah. But I would have definitely changed the way they introduced the characters and the dynamic in between the characters and Enchantress. I was telling Show, if they would have got a Hawaiian woman, it would have made more sense. And they had the drums. That's where they could have got the inspiration for the drum match at WrestleMania.
Oh my God.
Like, if the drums stop, a heart stop, and then Leona Lewis, Deontay Wilder, fucking stabs the heart and she doesn't die. Someone lied to you. Someone get your money back.
You wanted the Walking Dead zombie?
No, also, Show, what I wanted was that heart was connected to like a nuclear device. Something that was going to make that shit explode. Why you stabbing him with a pen? Blow the shit up.
Or
she went AWOL, Black Towel.
I think she was trying to kill her. She's like just trying to hurt her, like, come back.
But here's the thing, Show, like, if you gangster, boom, poof, dead, gone. Next one.
Tired of your shit, Enchanted.
Yeah. Be about that life. That's why I was like, yo, this whole gangster shit, you wasn't about that life.
And Enchanted a fucking video of my dog sitting next to her heart.
Think about it. She ain't killed nobody. Captain Flagmonger, the Stars and Stripes killed fucking Slipknot when he tried to run away. She was just stabbing Jello. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit. That shit would have, that's where the plot holes fall for me a little bit.
Got it. I understand.
I enjoyed when she switched to Enchanted. When she put her hand like that.
That was cool. That was cool. That was a little cool transition.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
And the movie, just a lot about that movie just didn't fit. Like I said, someone got lazy at the script writing. Some writer just said, enough of this shit. I don't want to be here anymore. And just throw whatever hell is in there.
Word. I've been in this room for 3 days.
Fuck this.
Word.
You don't get this now.
Yo, and also the CGI with
That was terrible.
when Diablo turned into the devil, I was like, this could have been way better, especially with all the shit he was doing with his fire. We didn't mention that. The shit he did with his fire was dope. Like, woof, saying shit. And then showing a picture, seeing his wife dance. Like, that's original. I've never seen someone who could control fire doing shit like that. And it was funny when Boomerang did the look, I control fire too. And he sparks his Zippo lighter and shit. It would have been funny if Diablo would have took that light, the fire from that and put it in his hands like, yeah, do it like this. You know what I'm saying? To sun him real quick. But like that, yeah. Something. Like a little picture of like a balls hanging and fucking scissors just cutting it like, see? You still want to fuck with me? Yeah, something.
Yeah, I could have seen that, but like I said, somebody quit.
For real.
Somebody's creative juices wasn't flowing that day.
So I enjoyed the movie, the end of the movie though.
It's like, oh man,
it was
could have been so much.
It was, well, I don't know if I was expecting it, but when he did come back, I was like, I did the same thing she did. And then the movie ended. I don't remember what she called him, but
Puddin'. Something, because she either calls him Mr. J or Pudding. So, all right. From 1 to 5, what do you rank this movie? What score you give it?
I'm gonna give it a weak rating because I need to watch the other movies. And based on what you're saying,
I thought you were gonna say I'm gonna give it a week and then come back to you. It's like, no, how much time you need? Word,
I'll be back in a week and we can talk.
You got 5 minutes.
Guys, next Wednesday.
Word.
Wait, no.
Damn, that's how fucking busy I am. I need to pencil that question for next week. Yeah. Y'all over your schedule.
I was only allotted 15 minutes.
15 minutes of the show time. I'm gonna give it maybe a 3, a 2.5, 3.
Okay.
And that's because I'm not gonna give it a 5 because I know it's not the best from what I've told you and the other movies I've seen. But I know it's not the worst. So I'm gonna rate it in the middle, 2.5, 3.
Okay.
Out of 5, which is a short scale. I should have won 2. Go ahead.
All right, go ahead.
2.
I would agree with that.
Had very few saving graces, but it was okay for what it's worth. It doesn't get real bad till the end, which is supposed to be when it gets better. You know what I'm saying? You build towards the climax, and I was just like, wow, this movie's starting to suck more. No, I was wrong. It can suck way more.
Oh, yeah. Back. It's almost like a Full Metal Jacket. Like, after a certain part, you can just turn it off.
Yeah, after the kid blows his brains out.
Yep.
That movie pretty much sucks.
Yep. After Gomer Pyle, it becomes a pile of dog shit. Just boop. No, but I would give it a 2 also, just because we got a Harley Quinn. Like there's one character that we can definitively say this is her. This is the character we got, and Absolutely. Will Smith did his thing. They showed off Deadshot and Harley Quinn in a better light than everyone else, which it's dope. But I also take some reservations with, just because the other character should have deserved the same amount of light.
Mhm.
You know, for that, kill them off. They have Deadshot and Harley Quinn be the only two survivors. So you would see, like, these guys are going to carry on the next movies and shit. Because, I mean, you treated them like that, so might as well.
And that would go with the whole Suicide Squad thing anyway, that they have interchangeable characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That would have led to the story and the history and the lore of the characters of the actual team. Like, it's never, the iterations are never quite the same. Like, this person leaves, or they take this person out, they put this person in. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I definitely would have changed the actor for whoever played Captain Stars and Stripes.
Rick Flag.
Yes.
Same guy in the next one, by the way.
Hey,
I'm trying to think if I can think of anybody like that.
maybe change his lines.
Regular guy.
Yeah.
Huh? Well, you gotta remember the script wasn't that great either.
No, it wasn't at all.
So, you gotta be on some, can't put it all on him. He read what he saw in front of him.
Ooh, Ryan Reynolds.
No, that's not Ryan's kind of bad, though.
Nah.
Because Rick Flag,
He said, "Nah, not Ryan Reynolds."
Rick Flag is actually very serious. You know what I mean? Like, he's a soldier. Period.
You
You know what I'm saying? He's a soldier. Period. He follows orders. You know.
what?
Ryan Reynolds would be making jokes. Everybody would be like, "Yo, that's not Rick Flag." As funny as it is, that's not Rick Flag.
For real. Yo,
so just give me the look. We got to put John Cena in there. Then he's serious. Serious Marine.
You know what's funny? I was gonna say, so Captain Stars and Stripes, which is his new name for me, sucks in this movie. So they keep him and say, we'll put him next to John Cena. That'll make him look better.
Taking order from John Cena.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be next to Idris Elba, so that didn't help.
Here goes another question for you guys. It seems like they're replacing Will Smith with Idris Elba. Do you think Idris Elba's going to do a better job?
Hell no.
I do. I think at this point, he still wanted to do different roles and challenging roles, While Will Smith, like I said, he's like, oh, that's it. Will Smith is playing that guy. I'm not convinced that he is that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So, Sho, what makes you? Yeah, what makes you think he's not gonna be better, Sho?
I like the Will Smith slickness to this character. I think Lacey's is as a Will Smith performer, like it was normal. To me, it was like he was doing that for a reason. Nonchalant, like when he was telling the lady, "Man, y'all, you think I'm a dummy? You would have gave me an empty gun." He shot it up in the air. That gave me a real, oh, y'all bugging. Cheek. That's all, like, that all reminds me of the way he plays characters. That's Mike Lowry.
I was just about to say that.
You're saying.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but that's who I wanted. I wanted Mike Lowry right there. But
I didn't. I wanted Floyd Lawton. I wanted Deadshot. If I want to see Mike Lowry, I watch Bad Boys 1 and 2 and 3.
True.
Which we could review. We could review part 3 because that, But
that one, I saw that and I was like, oh, so that's what we're doing now.
It's a Fast and the Furious.
It was trying to make money.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Novella, a little. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Badass Martin running around.
But I could see this. So this is beautiful because now you see, Sho, this is where you come in. This is where you come in the comic book podcast, right? So see, this is I have sight beyond sight. Like, I almost died today, but I was thinking as fast as Captain America, analyzing shit. I knew where to throw the shield to bounce it off to bring it back to me. You feel me? So it's like I'm thinking right now. I'm seeing it. Show watches this movie not knowing about comics and says Will Smith is playing this character, and I want to see a Mike Larry type character come from this dude because he's supposed to be Mike Larry essentially in Show's eyes.
Slick killer, yeah.
And Lay just said, I want to see the character's actual Deadshot's real name. And I'm not gonna try to repeat it because I don't know it offhand, and I don't want to disrespect him. Like
Floyd Lawton. Floyd Lawton.
He says I want to see Floyd Lawton, right? Not Captain Stars and Stripes like that fucking guy, but I want to see Deadshot. Essentially, you went there seeing Will Smith. He went there seeing Deadshot. Now this is where it comes to comic books and movies. You feel me? And this is where your dynamic comes in, Show, because I went in there going to see Deadshot, and I didn't know him as Floyd Lawton, whatever. Deadshot, his government. I didn't know him by his government. I didn't chill with the dude on the corner selling chancletas and shit. You feel me?
Right.
So now here, this is where it comes in. This is where the debate comes in. Where I said you could have said something that shows us a different light. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a movie based off of characters that Lay grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also a movie played by actors you grew up with. So now we can have this debate. Now we can sit there and be like, I see it from this side of the fence. I see it as these are actors playing excellent roles. And Lay sees it as these are characters not being portrayed by these actors.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna discuss it. Was the acting great enough to replace the actual character's origin? Could you accept it? Like how Margot Robbie takes Harley Quinn and made it her own spin. And she's not technically the actual TV show / comic book character of Harley Quinn. Is that good enough to be like, you know what, that's acceptable?
I would have to come from somebody like Lay that knows both of them.
Well, she did give a good evolution of where Harley goes from the Joker thing. Right after the whole breaking up the Joker, she kind of goes exactly where pretty much Harley went in the comics, you know? They're like, I'm fucked with this nigga, I'm done with him, you know, I'm doing my own thing, you know? And she does become Suicide Squad member. She does become the leader at one point, and then she just turns into an anti-hero, period. Winds up doing that.
Okay.
You know, as for Will Smith, I didn't get that. I didn't get Floyd Lawton. And if you read anything about him, if you even get a chance to watch Escape from Arkham, you know what I'm saying? Assault on Arkham. And he's in it, right? He's like front and center. He's pretty much the leader of the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
It's Batman, but it's really a Suicide Squad movie. They just put Batman in the title so people go watch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's in it, but not too much. And then you see the way Floyd should have been portrayed. You know what I mean? Like, is he cool at times? Yes. But he is tactical. He is a leader, first and foremost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's about getting the mission done because he knows, if I don't, I got a daughter waiting for me out there, and this shit she might kill me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
yeah.
All right. So, was he enough of a Deadshot to pass? Because, like,
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. You know, but that's my opinion. Somebody probably goes, "Oh, it's pretty accurate." I go, "Hey, man, I didn't see it." You know,
because
I'm saying he was good as Will Smith playing Deadshot, but he wasn't a good Deadshot, the character.
Okay. All right. So he's not like if Chris Evans, if we would have made that question for him and Cap, you could have been like, no, that's Cap. I see Captain America on screen, not Chris Evans.
Absolutely correct. Yes.
Okay. And Show, you still see Will Smith, or did you see Deadshot when you was watching?
See, I didn't know what a Deadshot was supposed to be, so I basically portrayed what I thought he's supposed to be for me, which is a guy that's
Mike Larry.
a Mike Larry with a gun specialist.
Yeah.
Like any gun you give me, I'm gonna shoot. And that's what I thought. It was Mike Larry, but with gun specialty.
Okay, so better question for you. Did you see Margot Robbie or did you see Harley Quinn in that movie?
That's another one that's a little conflicting because I only saw one of them. So I only know Harley Quinn.
So
that's the girl that played it in this movie, correct?
yes.
The way she played it, I enjoyed it.
Well,
and you guys say it wasn't done right.
I called her by the actress's real name.
Ah,
yeah. So the actress playing her. This is like the Will Smith question.
What's I to be honest with you,
you haven't seen her in anything else?
I don't know. No, I've seen her in other movies.
Okay, all right.
She's pretty good, but I wasn't looking. She's not a big enough movie star for me to be looking for her type of acting in a character.
Okay.
So she must have did a great job because Harley was Harley. I understood what she was about, but you're telling me that she was portrayed wrong. But she's a sexy killer that could manipulate you with her sex appeal. She knows she could do it.
See, the thing with that show is like in the cartoon, she wasn't a sex symbol. She was the Joker's girl that everyone just fell in love with because of her character. Like she was a comedy relief, but she also handled the dirty work. You know what I'm saying? Where Poison Ivy would be the sex symbol, Catwoman would be the sex symbol. Like they just turned Harley Quinn into a sex symbol for the movie set. You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm wrong, Lee. You can.
No. That's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
You know?
So
she became more sexualized. Clearly, the more popular she got, which happens with a lot of female characters.
I agree.
Yeah,
and it had to be like that because as a cartoon, it's for kids. Well,
I don't know about this. I don't know if it has to be like that. That's pretty fucking degrading for a woman.
Yeah.
Pretty degrading for a woman. Like if my character's badass, and all of a sudden, and I'm usually wearing full tactical gear, and now I just have like bulletproof bra. What? Shit make no damn sense.
For real.
I can't think of no female that hasn't gone through it. Laura Croft, she had to get fucking breast implants.
Well,
for some reason. I'm trying to think of like female characters.
Well, all of them have been sexualized.
Yeah, sexualized. They get a little sexy.
And I think that was because women weren't reading comics as frequently as guys, so it was just another way to entice men into reading them, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, having young kids, teenagers, like, seeing a figure on a woman, that you can't see somewhere else. Yeah, of course. Sex sells.
For real. And a lot of these guys who grew up with nothing but the comics, those are the women that, they grew up with, idolizing and, obsessing over pretty much. Like, I'm pretty sure there are a bunch of dudes out there that will kill somebody over Catwoman, and Catwoman's not a real character.
Mm-hmm. A human being, yeah.
Yeah.
The thought of Catwoman, just her image, are like, wow, yeah.
Yeah.
When I say Catwoman, I think about Halle Berry. So maybe we're thinking about two different Catwomen.
No,
Sorry,
but
you think of who?
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry. Wasn't she in the movie?
She was.
Catwoman?
She was, but you have to forgive him, Lee.
I'm not mad. I'm like, I didn't hear the name correctly.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Because you think of Michelle Pfeiffer, right?
Ooh, I do remember that one back in the days. Michael, I think his name was
Michael Keaton and Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
That was a good version of Batman. Maybe because I was young.
No, everyone loved those movies.
Well, at first they didn't like him. They were like, "Oh no, he's gonna be Batman." All of a sudden, though, they're like, "Yeah, he's Batman."
Yeah. So we
with Heath Ledger.
We could play a game, or not a game, but we could go off one another. We're gonna talk about the Joker now. This rendition of the Joker, and you're gonna tell me what you liked about him, and Lay, we're gonna see if what he liked about him is comic book accurate.
Okay.
So go ahead, Cho.
You You know what's what I liked about him might not be what is portrayed in the comics. Because I know, like I told you, I can tell it's different. Because I've seen Joker portrayed plenty of other times, and it's never been like this. To the point where, at the beginning, I was guessing, is this the Joker? Because it didn't look like the traditional Joker. It looked like in this, like I was thinking, in this set of movies, do they portray the Joker differently always? Like it had me a little confused, but I got to enjoy it because, like I said, I couldn't picture the other type of Joker, the old Joker in this movie. I liked this Joker went well with Harley Quinn, the slick, we're crazy, the Bonnie and Clyde type of vibe they had. That's why I liked him. He was young, fresh. He was a different version of the old Joker. Because Joker, to me, is like a 40-year-old man, 50, well, 45. This guy was like 19, Tokyo Drift on.
Yo, you're out there with your descriptions, but I dig it. So, Lay, based off of this Joker, what part of him was comic book accurate, or as accurate as could be?
All right, well, they had an iteration of the Joker like this in the comics, actually, where he's tatted up and shit like that. So, look-wise, pretty accurate, you know what I mean? Attitude-wise, not exactly like that one, you know what I mean? But in a sense, it's close enough, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The traditional Joker, which is hard to say because there's been so many different ones, like the Joker that I know, not even close. That's why it was completely weird to me, between his laugh and his attitude. And I'm like, yo, when the Joker get brolic, it's weird. It got weird. You know what I'm saying? In sense of the story of him and Harley, kind of accurate a little bit, you know, because he did turn her into the way she was, in a sense, you know what I mean? He drove her batshit because, you know, he's also batshit. But like traditional, no. They had like I said, if you look it up, they had a version of that Joker. Somebody like wrote it. It was a real short comic run. I think it was 4 to 6 comics. And people were like, no, let's not do that again. Don't ever bring back that Joker again.
Yeah. So
the Joker got grills.
So did he torture Harley Quinn like that, or did Harley Quinn just fall madly in love with him?
There's like 3 different versions where he does, and there's another one where she just like, because she has so many sessions with him that she winds up falling in love with him during the sessions that they have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she starts to turn, and then there's another one where she just literally, she's batshit. She meets somebody else and she feels as batshit as she is, and you know, there it is.
So the falling in the pit, that was real.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's exactly
that was like a version of pretty much what happened to the Joker in a sense in one of his origins. You know, falling into that thing and then changing, the acid changes him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was also in The Killing Joke, right?
I believe so. Yeah. I've seen it in a minute, but yeah, I believe so. Yeah. But like this is how I became this way or whatever. There's so many origins to him. It's fucking, you can't pinpoint one to be the accurate one.
And
at this point, they don't know his real name.
This is true, yeah. And the crazy shit is, the Joker, if I'm not mistaken, is the equivalent to a Wolverine in Marvel, because Wolverine just showed up to fight the Hulk. It was no origin story for him. Everybody was like, who is this guy and what's his story? And they had to make an origin story for him. Where the Joker is literally, he just popped up. He just popped up and started terrorizing Gotham and wanted the Batman to kill him. And they're like, oh, shit, who the fuck is this guy? We love him. And they're like, oh, shit, we don't have an origin story for him. So everyone make your own. Make your own, and somebody will like one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got a lot of characters that kind of sort of like that. Like the Punisher was hired by the Jackal to kill Spider-Man. Literally. Then he found out, oh, he's not the bad guy, you are. And then somebody goes, yo, people like the outfit, let's give him something. And then they, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of characters just showed up when they were like, wait, people like that guy or that woman. Let's bring him back.
Is that what happened with Venom also? Or was Venom
was a suit. It was a suit, and then they started to evolve the story with the suit, like it made him more aggressive, and it wanted him back, but then it went to somebody who was more aggressive and who hated Peter, which was Eddie Brock. You know what I'm saying? And so it got that thing got with the perfect host in its mind. But the funny thing, the symbiotes themselves are not really aggressive. They just match the host they're with.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So, quick question. It's off topic, but I just want to get your opinion on it because I didn't get a chance to ask this yesterday. How do you feel when the Venom movie calls them symbiotes?
I heard it once, and I was like, you know what? Because Spider-Man is not in this, so I can't really get mad at this shit.
I hated it.
I heard it, and I was like, yeah, I can't. Spider-Man's in it. There's no spider on his chest. You know what I mean? I'm like, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, there's liberties you can take. And they're doing this shit in San Fran. I'm like, I don't really give a shit, man. We're fine. Okay. It's okay. Does it annoy me? Yes. But do I really mind it? Nah. Yeah, no. Once I see Spider-Man, then they go, that's not the way you pronounce it. Symbiotes. That's symbiotes, you idiot.
Yeah, for real. For real. All right, so before we end the movie review and we just, shoot the shit with each other, would you recommend people watch this movie?
Suicide Squad?
Yes.
No. Even for Harley Quinn, I would tell you not to watch it.
Yeah, the Birds of Prey one. Joe.
I'm the opposite. If you're not a deep fan of this type of movie, like there's people like Lay that know the comic book character, that knows every detail to them. So when they make a movie that's not so accurate, they don't like it. But the people that don't understand them, like me, just see colors and just enjoy it for what it is.
The funny thing is, not only that it's not accurate, it's not a good, in my opinion, it's not a really good movie because they got lazy. Another thing is that I enjoy comics, I enjoy wrestling, I love movies. I genuinely love movies. Like I can quote movies for days and I know how they start, what happens in what scene, who plays the person, you know what I mean? I can do that all day, but it's like, sometimes you just don't feel the movie's good. You're like, it's kind of lazy, man.
Yeah.
Even if it's a comic book, action, horror, you know what I mean, suspense, you're like, somebody just got lazy there, man. Somebody stopped trying. You were trying the whole way, and somebody just said, we're good. That's enough. Like WWE,
money.
You had a good enough storyline. Let's cut this off and you can leave now.
Yes.
If you go on vacation for 2 months, we're not going to end the story.
Start on part 2.
Fuck no. We just built this up for 2 months. What are you doing to me?
Oh, man.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
But I hear what you're talking about. Somebody that is not going to sit there and analyze anything. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah. Like that was with me with the Star Trek movie. The first one that came out, the new one. The new Star Trek movie.
Yeah.
You could have named that shit anything else, and it was still, to me, a good, enjoyable movie. You could put whatever title you wanted on that shit. It was still good to me. You know what I mean? Part 2 lost me. Because, it got more into the Star Trek lore, which I don't know shit about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the first one, I was like, just a good, fun movie. I'm like, huh? Name it anything else, and I'm watching it.
No, I hear you.
Yeah.
And it's better than Blair Witch, though. I'll be back. I got to go pick up my daughter.
I hate that movie.
I hate
that movie.
All right. We'll get into it. All right, so I wouldn't, unless you wanted, if part 2 starts with the ending of this and they relate to each other and more than just being a sequel, then maybe you watch this one.
Continuation.
Okay.
It is a continuation because they have Amanda Waller, they have Flag, they have Harley, you know what I mean? So they still have that organization that runs the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if they make this, like, this could have been its own movie. Like, Suicide Squad 1 basically was erased, and this is the new Suicide Squad 1, then, yeah, you don't need to watch Suicide Squad. But if this is one of those, like, we're going to refer back to the other one, then you might need to watch it. But if, like, if it's like...
I think at one point, James Gunn said, he goes, you can just watch this movie by itself. You don't have to, like...
Okay, yeah.
Then, it's not like on some, like, it's directly. It's not like Marvel movies.
Okay. Yeah.
Where
So
if you miss that, you go, yeah, hold up. Who's he? Where the fuck did he come from? He goes, you see the ending of the last movie? You gotta go watch that, bro. Gotta go watch the after credit scene, bro.
yeah. So all right. So then don't watch this. Watch the second one.
Absolutely.
If you want Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey, that was a way better movie than this one. My opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, but we're gonna end the review now, and then we're just gonna start shooting the shit.
No problem.
All right.